just got here parked up, just in a nice little spot here, and I'm surrounded here. It's absolutely lovely. This gorse, the smell of it, coconutty sort of smell all the way across here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love a bit of gorse, especially in a nice G&T. Really, really nice. But anyway, gonna crack on, get to the location and get set up, and hopefully spend sort of most of the afternoon and the evening there, just keeping an eye on the ravens. Now the ravens have actually got young already, and they're quite advanced, so I'm hoping they haven't fledged yet. Hopefully gonna get plenty of views right in on the nest. It's pretty hairy, it's pretty high, but still gonna go down, have a look, see what else turns up, and just suck it and see, really. Thanks very much. Bit of a rendition there from one of the birds in the bush, but yeah, let's get on with it, get down there, get set up. So it's kind of a good kind of couple miles to the location. Got the added advantage of using my landy to get here a lot closer, which I'm really lucky, being one of the volunteer wardens here, has that advantage. Also keeping an eye on the wildlife. But gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautifully warm actually. And yet, you know, waking up this morning, it's like -3. It's nearly the middle of April. Madness really. But yeah, I'm hoping to get some good stuff really as the sun goes down. I've always had the task of picking my boy up from nursery at the key time that I really would like to stay out, as the light's so much better. But my wife's now back from being away for 9 months, so now I can spend the full evening in the presence of some birds of prey, some corvids, seabirds, and see what happens. Wow, this is a magical part of the coast here. It's such a gorgeous day. So this is the walking to now. This is a really small seabird and raven colony that when I was a youngster, a long time ago, was thriving with seabirds, heaving with kittiwakes, razorbills, guillemots, and now it's just deathly quiet in there. There's a handful of seabirds. Don't get too close, the wind's right behind me, but as you can see, it's quite a drop and a rather undercut cliff here, but it's beautiful. Very, very high, but very quiet, unfortunately, which is such a shame. Seabird decline is huge, all to do with the population of prey, really. Sand eels, massive decline in their food source, and I mean, up country I think they have some great seabird colonies, Bempton, places like that, you know, absolutely heaving. But down here it really has taken a massive drop. Hoping the ravens, yeah, the ravens are still there, thankfully. The young are in the nest, I can see them. I'm hoping that may catch some fledging, really. They can't be that far off. But so this is the area I'm going to stay in at the moment without getting too close. There we are. Difficult with the sun in right in the camera, but it's a great population of little population of fauna there, and their ravens are just below those seabirds just there. Very difficult to see, I understand, with my pointing with my finger, but trust me, they're there. Let's get the big lens out, get in on them, and spend a bit of time with them, I hope. So currently I can see at least a few birds. I think there's 3 on the nest there of the ravens, and in the distance there on the favoured rock I can see, I think, the male peregrine falcon just sitting on that little island there where they favour now. Lovely to see. So the light is a little bit at me at the moment. It's still a bit harsh, but I'm going to get set up and wait for that light to swing round a bit, come sort of to the right of me, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some better shots. At the moment it's just still a little bit too contrasty at the moment. Oh, it's just great to be here though, to be honest. Lovely. So here we are, set up, all ready to go on the raven's nest. Just missed the adult bird coming back in to feed them. So I've got a long cable there with the mic, which is dangled right on the edge of the cliff there, to get some decent sound. It's echoing lovely in this little inlet here. But as always, got the DX2, the 600, and I've got the Rode Video Pro Plus on there to capture some nice sound. Yeah, just sit here, be patient really, and just enjoy the afternoon stroke evening, and hopefully we'll get some action. So I've just had the parent birds both back feeding and got a nice bit of footage. Realised how much noise ravens make, especially the young, and as the adult bird was going off, and hopefully in this next video you'll hear that, is that deep croak of the raven as it was going off, and it sort of reverberated, if you like, and echoed massively inside this inlet here. Such a deep voice that they have. It's absolutely fantastic to hear. But no kestrel today. I haven't seen the kestrel at all. I'm just wondering whether it actually is breeding here at the moment. So now set up some stills, hopefully get some shots of the raven coming in, get some action shots as its wings are kind of working as it goes into land. So I've pre-focused on the nest. I've got a nice depth of field there, and I'm just going to literally watch as it comes in and just fire off that shutter as fast as it goes, which is pretty damn fast, and hopefully I'll have nailed a couple shots, because trying to track it on the way in, it'll be too difficult with this. But so yeah, pre-focused, wait for it to come in, and then a bit of rapid fire, and hopefully we'll secure a couple shots. Now I can see the ravens actually now hunting quite far off. I think it's on its way back. I can just see a raven coming in. Yep, looks like it's coming back in. Come on. Right, everything's ready. Got fast enough shutter speed. You can see the raven here, it's coming in, it's coming in. Oh no, it's gone down the other side. The herring gulls are having quite a scrap here. It's just such a shame really. You know, sort of 25, 30 years ago, it was teeming with birds here. I know I said it before, but it's so sad to see, really is. Kittiwakes, amazing birds, just all gone. Probably like 1 or 2 nesting around the cliffs here. Such a shame, and it's probably going to get worse. I'll tell you what though, lying on the edge of a cliff here, and it's really, really high. I haven't got the confidence anymore like I used to when I was younger. To be even closer to cliffs like this, it just sends it right through me. It's nice to get here really, because I don't think it's going to be very long before you know, the ravens do fledge, and then that'll be it. In fact, it's coming in, it's coming in. Oh, I don't know if you heard that on the camera then. That was the second adult bird, because I've got no idea how to sex a raven. I guess one's probably slightly bigger than the other. So they've both gone around the corner now. So I'm hoping one's going to come in a moment and land on. So I'm shooting at the moment at 1250ths of a second at f4, ISO 2500. Now I'd like a bit more. I would like to not be so wide open really at f4, so I can get a bit more detail in, but because that light is now behind the cloud and I'm shooting into a dark side of the cliff, it's kind of difficult. And I've got a bit of exposure compensation on there as well, just to combat that, so just not too underexposed, but easier said than done really. Oh gosh, I'm very surprised that ravens nest so close to other birds. I mean, there's no blackbacks here, so I guess there's probably no danger from a herring gull, but gulls can be a little bit tricky, so I wouldn't put it past them. So I think these ravens are going to be back any minute now. They've both gone around the corner, unless they're just having a little rest. I can see peregrine just out at sea there. Now the light's still not ideal here at the moment, but I'm hoping, and certainly it's probably going to be quite clear until the sun sets, so I'm really hoping to get some nice shots as the sun will come right in here quite low, and it should really illuminate it lovely. Oh, there's a chance for a coffee. Oh, my back. Ooh. I realised I put my chocolate biscuits in my bag and the bag was lying in the sun. Yeah, not good. Mushy chocolate bar now, but hey. So I'm really excited actually. I've got quite a few projects coming up at the moment. Here we go, ravens coming in. We may have a good shot there. Parents in. Parent bird's just taking away the fetal sacs and things at the minute, a couple of them at least. Making quite the noise. It's going to go, I think, and there we go. Oh, it's an amazing sound. Absolutely amazing. Right, see if we've got anything. Oh. Let's just check the camera now, just to see if we've got anything decent. Using this external screen I've got here is an absolute godsend. It really is. You really get to see the subject so much better. Yeah, it's just not good enough, that, unfortunately. Quite soft. Yeah, not very pleased with those. It's always when you pour a cup of coffee or tea that the birds come in. So I've just got the Canon 5DSR and the 100-400. I've just had a little mooch down into the bay here, and I looked right over a cliff edge, and all I can see is loads of feathers flying in the wind, and there's a bird of prey. God knows what it is because I can't see it because it's too far underneath me and it's too dangerous to go any closer. And it's plucking a kill there. Amazing. Poor little bird, whoever that was, but it was just down over the cliff here and I can't see it, unfortunately. If you can just see, it's quite a beautiful view. It's an absolutely beautiful view. I mean, this is Cornwall at its best, really. Absolutely lovely. So the bird is kind of over there and I could just see a plume of feathers going over. Let's have a walk and see. I don't like leaving my gear too long, but I just wanted to nip round the corner just to see if I could see anything. And with my camera, just because you get some birds of prey do sit on these rock pinnacles, but as you can see there, it's a little bit hairy, but it's just down over there. And all these feathers were actually kind of flying out to sea. where it was plucking it, but I just daren't go any closer there because there's an offshore wind right behind me and that would be a bit bad. But fantastic to see. It's just nice to get a little recce. In fact, the ravens are just coming back. Ravens are just coming back. You see on the camera there's a raven coming low. Is he going to come in? Right, better head back. Ravens inbound. But sometimes it is good. You've got a lighter outfit with you. If you, I mean, I've got a fair bit of kit today, but I cheated a little bit because obviously I drove a fair distance with the Landy. So I always bring this now if I can. It's just nice to have that flexibility to leave that big bulky lens there and go a little bit mobile, not too far. And it might just be a crow to many, but you know, it's, for me, a raven steeped in history and mystery, and I just love the birds. So intelligent, such a big crow, and well dispersed throughout the world. You know, they are fantastic. So I've just popped my camera over the side there, and I've just seen down on a ledge there's a young seal pup on the rock. So I've just managed to get a little bit of video of it coming off the rock into the water. Fantastic, lovely to see. I think that's possibly the seal pup that I videoed and photographed quite a few months ago in a vlog, and I think possibly they must stay in that relatively same area for a fair while until that pup's obviously big enough to head off and fend for itself. But it's looking pretty well. A few little scars on it by its back by the looks of it, but cracking to see it. So guys, while it's a bit quiet, just thought I'd let you know what I've got coming up really over the next few months. I'm really looking forward to heading up to Scotland in May, and I'm away for sort of 3-4 weeks, and I've got lots and lots of projects I really want to get amongst up there really. 2 possible sites for some very special birds of prey, which I really hope that come together. I'm not going to really go into it too much now because it's no guarantees and I may not even get the chance. So but really excited about that, and loads of other species up there. Mountain hare, ptarmigan, possibly dotterel, you know, and pine marten maybe, and there's so much there. And the area I'm going to is in the heart of the Cairngorm, so you know, it's going to be a brilliant time to go. May is a great time, and in fact it'll be the second week in May when I go to my favourite place, which I can't wait. And also meeting up with a fellow vlogger, I hope, Espen Helland, who hopefully we'll get together and go off and do something together, and be a vlog coming out from that. But yeah, that's all hopeful, provided Scotland open their borders after on the 26th of April. If not, I won't be going anywhere, but fingers crossed they do. And yeah, hopefully I'll come out with some great stuff from there. It's so different than here. It's so nice to go somewhere else where there's lots of different species, especially endemic to Scotland. But yeah, we'll see. Keep those fingers, as always, well and truly crossed for a great trip with some great results. So along with my setup today, I forgot to say, but I've got a Tascam. It's a linear PCM recorder. It's a DR07 X-ray, and that just sort of records a lot of my sound. It's 24-bit, I think, the sound I'm recording in. It's got a little muffler on the end there, just on a little tripod, and just records that to a little micro SD. Really good for just recording a lot of background noise, background sounds, birds, sea waves, all that sort of stuff. If you're thinking about doing any YouTubey type stuff or any videos, they're a great little device, and they're not actually that expensive. I think that cost me about 80 odd quid, I think. Really good bit of kit. So I've just had an awesome kind of half hour where I haven't had a chance to vlog at all. I had a windfall of wheatears that landed, must have been about 6 or 7 of them, just landed on the cliffs behind me. Managed to get a bit of video. It's a bit contrasty. The light behind is a bit overexposed, but still I was a bit off the cuff really. I had to get in there pretty quick, so got a nice bit of video and a couple of stills, which was superb. And I've just had the Raven just killed something around the corner. I was on a kill, and it was stashed the food behind the rock, and it kept going back and then bringing food back in, obviously hiding it from the gulls. Awesome. And then it came out on the point here, so I've now relocated to here, as you can see, and it's just been on this kind of rocky outcrop, sorry, here, and it's just been in there, and it's just been feeding, croaking away. Sunlight's a bit on its back, but oh, it's superb. Really, really, really good. So that's what I wanted to get today really. It's a bit of interaction with the Raven, just keeping an eye on me there. It's lovely to see him just sort of hobbling about like an old man walk, just having a little dig around for grubs and insects as well, and then just sitting there doing his croak, marking his territory. And I got a lovely bit of footage there, I think. Hopefully you'll get to see that in the next clip, with a couple stills. But yeah, it just took off, and it had a go at a few carrion crows which were just feeding up the back here, so he was just shooing those away from his territory. But yeah, it was fantastic. You know, done a bit on the nest as well there, which is really, really good. And the windfall of wheat ears was fantastic. There was some really, really nice adult male in there with such a beautiful coloration. Hopefully they'll come out right when I get home on the computer. But yeah, really, really chuffed with that. It's what I set out to do with the ravens, and the wheat ears there were just superb. Well, it's just nice to stop and just take it all in really, just enjoy it with a nice brew. One for you, Simon. You like your fig rolls. I can't beat a Twinkie. Really nice. Probably not the most healthiest of all, but yeah, cracking. So currently now it's probably about, I think it's about 6:30 now, and that sun is beginning to drop a little. Rather bright on the old camera there, but yeah, it's going to be a cracking sunset, I think. Hopefully I'll stay for that and see the sun go down and then head home. Hope you've all enjoyed today, being out on the cliffs with me for a bit of raven action and the wheat ears and a few other little birds as well. It's been absolutely fantastic. The wind was a bit cheeky earlier. I've had to battle with that a little bit, but all in all, really pleased. Been a great day. And for those people that do follow me, if you give us a thumbs up if you can, and maybe leave a comment, much appreciated as always. And for those that don't subscribe and fancy giving the channel a go, you know, please click that subscribe button and hit that bell notification to be notified of any new vlogs coming out. But from me and the beautiful cliffs in Cornwall, I'll see you all next time.